The power to see your thoughts and then put them into their right places. Usually, we try not to overthink or ignore some thoughts, and we don't know what to do with them. Some people say, let go, don't stress too much. Some people say, it's okay to stress. Life is about stressing, to worry, because without worrying, how can you solve a problem? The mind is messed up by society. But in this process, we never actually question the one who is seeing everything, who is able to decide when to worry and when to not worry. And guess what? For the most people, they don't have that much awareness to see that they can really decide to worry or not to worry. Of course, sometimes they may take some substance chemicals like alcohol, liquids, weed to just get away from their thoughts, but it's just temporary. My point is, when you see your thoughts as what they are, they cannot bother you anymore. You will put them into their right places. You will know what thoughts to ignore and what thoughts to give value. What are you actually is resting. What you are can never be bothered by thoughts. Right now, you may feel bothered, disturbed, upset because of some thoughts, because you claim them to be you, or you claim them to be very serious. And if you put them into serious category, they will become serious for you. So it's like now the mind is a puppet, you see. The mind is a puppet to society, which means that we are a slave to our environment, to people around us. They can just use their mouth and hurt you, and that's what is happening to the world. A lot of people feel hurt what people say to them and whatever experience they have gone through, but they don't see their originality, like what they are actually. Because words can change, thoughts can change, so what can change cannot be you. And that's why when you see thoughts as what they are, you will put them into right places. You will know what to ignore and what to give value. Right now, random thoughts just come and go, you see. And mostly people operate from insecurity, from lack, from fears, from anxiety. And then the outcome gonna be same, which means a failure. So to see your thoughts, not to judge, not to get away from them, not to escape from them, but to just see them. And then the intelligence will there tell you where to put them into. Because once you are aware enough to see that no thought is me, now the awareness will take care of everything. Because if you are resting, your life will reflect actually. When you are hyper, everything can look so hyper to you. Yes. It's like when I'm rude to myself, that's when I see people rude to me. Yes. So the world is just a reflection of you. When you are calm, relaxed, quiet, that's what the world will become. It will become beautiful. Because it's you who is seeing everything as it is. So that's why when you see this, what are these thoughts? You will put them into places where they belong to. Thought of tomorrow. You are here now, you will ignore it. If you think there is an action that you are supposed to take on some thoughts, you will take. But mostly, thoughts cannot control you. The most important part here is that you are relaxed. You are very much relaxed and not worrying, that the mind is worrying. It's like when the mind becomes a puppet to the awareness, then what is going on in your mind will not matter anymore. Because you understand that it's just the thoughts, they are just thoughts. Mind even itself is just a thought coming from thought, and there is no real mind at all. We just have a definition from a Google like mind is something full of thoughts, emotions, and that's what we are, but that's not what we are. This information cannot be found on Google because the one who is trying to find will get away with it in the process. So that's why it is a very dangerous thing to be in. That's why they say like awareness simply means to see everything, and then from that state you see thoughts as what they are. They cannot control you anymore, and life will become much more better. Things will start to look more beautiful because our perception is very fast. We get into conclusions, imaginations too fast. It's like this noise of the person working there, coming here, mixing with my noise. And I can say like, I'm not supposed to record or say what I want to because the sound is disturbing, but I can just silent. I can just be silent and just let the noise come. You see, when you are in that state of where thoughts are just nothing to you but like a game, you choose them. You can choose to be nice, you can choose to be respectful, and you can choose to be a good human, you can choose to enjoy life. You see, that's how easy it is. But because this is not in our control, that's why sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are sad, sometimes you are lost, sometimes you are found, sometimes you are happy and excited, you are positive, sometimes you are negative. But when you just see that you are all of it and you are that awareness which sees everything, so then you rest. Now you are the master of the mind, which means that you control the mind without claiming that you are the one controlling. Because when you claim that I am controlling the mind, then you say I should not get thoughts, but it doesn't have any meaning. Complete means complete, where you say that every thought will come, but I don't have to control them. I can just see them. If I see some valuable thoughts, I will put them where they belong to. For example, tomorrow to wake up in the morning, go to gym, or make a coffee for yourself, doesn't matter. But the most important thing which I said already is awareness, that you are aware. So you are rested, you are safe. No matter what thoughts come, no matter what you do in the physical life, where you are, but you are resting, which means that awareness in you is just there. You are that awareness, just a space where you are resting and things are just happening. So that is the most important part. What you do with the life doesn't matter, but to see thoughts is the most important skill, because that's how you master yourself to live in this life. Otherwise, we are lost in stories in the mind, but life is only in the present, and we are never present. Once you see that I'm just here, everything else will become beautiful to you. And of course, it takes time for people to realize this actually, maybe years. But the more you suffer inside with thoughts, with emotions, the more you come to this realization that what are they actually? You see them. When we suffer very less or we just again forget it, we don't get the permanent solution. We get busy with temporary solutions. But when we see and get committed to what are thoughts, we see them as what they are, then you become the master. And now you control your thoughts. You can feel in any way you want to feel. It's like now you are the creator of heaven and hell. So it's up to you. You want to create hell for yourself or heaven for yourself. It's your life, your choice. And you can create hell, you can create heaven, you can create a beautiful experiences or negative experiences. Things gonna be what they are, but how you see everything is very important. And again, they come down to one thing: thoughts. Is where your thoughts are. If they are random, they come and control you, you feel bad, just see that you are sleeping again. Once you wake up from this mediocre state of human being, and then you see that Thoughts are not me. I don't see that as they are me actually. I am just the one who is looking at them, and I can choose which one to choose. I can choose a thought to take out this, you see. I can choose it, but I don't want to. So you see that it doesn't matter what thoughts you get. You can just relax. You can still want, you can still desire, you can still create, but now you are complete. And from that completeness, everything comes to you. You attract everything, but you don't have to wait for things to come. Because the moment you wait, again, the energy is becoming the waiting. Again, things cannot come to you. So I say, don't wait. Simply surrender yourself to the awareness, which means that let things just happen. You don't have to react, because when you react, you make everything miserable. Thinking is just bullshit, I'm sorry. There's no need to think extra. It's like life is very simple, but because we think too extra about it, that's why it becomes miserable. You don't have to think too extra. Just think where thinking is required, solve it, go away. That's all. You don't have to think anything all the time. You see, that's how we are all the time, is that we think everything all the time. We try to imagine ourselves anything. That's okay to imagine. But you see, we suffer in imagination. When will I be that person what I imagine? You are right now here. So don't take the meanings and the, the purpose that you create for yourself serious. Because when you take them serious, they cannot be achieved. Yes? When you cannot control the death, how can you control any purpose or meaning? You are everything. You don't have to see things as different. It's like, my purpose is bigger than me. Without you, there is no purpose. Purpose doesn't have any meaning if you are not there for it. So giving yourself the wholeness of life, where you are complete and whole and expanded, that's where you are the master of life. You live it each and every day, each and every moment. And everything will become a beautiful to you, not because things are. Things are what they are, but because the translator here you have, you can translate things into any way you want to. But it requires very, very attention. Too much attention should be there, but effortless attention. It doesn't have the power, willpower. For sometimes, for some people, it may be a very effortful thing, like to be aware. But then slowly, it will be very effortless. You can be literally aware, attentive to everything around you, and you can still take decisions. And then thoughts can come and go, but you are rested, which means that things just don't matter to you anymore. And then that is a secret. So that's all. This was the first episode about mind, and I will keep recording, I will keep uploading more and more episodes to share my inner self with people. But yes, you can master the mind, and it does not matter where you are in this physical world, where you are in the whatever state. You only belong to the one where thoughts cannot access actually, and that's where you are actually. Otherwise thoughts come and go. So of course this pain, suffering will come and go. So it doesn't matter. Let them come and go, because you don't have to feel this life with thoughts. You see, so when you can just be the awareness and then choose consciously every thought you want to experience, then why to just be random with everything? Why to just let random thoughts of people or environment to control you, when you can just look at them and enjoy? Yes. So letting yourself be, that is the most important thing. And then seeing your thoughts and then putting them into right places. Ignore, do whatever you can, that's all. No need to think extra. That's it. Thank you for watching.